Hi everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a review on this brush pen. It's a stained brush pen by Sharpie. Now these are actually fabric markers, and I've heard that they're mostly compared to the Caron brush marker, and I was kind of wondering why, and it's only because it's inky, hence the fabric marker, but it actually also has liquid ink in the barrel. I don't know if you can see this or not, but right here you can see the liquid moving around. So these ones, I normally say that brush pens are supposed to be stored horizontally, but I believe these ones need to be stored vertically so that the brush, like the ink, flows into the brush nib. Correct me if I'm wrong though, because I know there are many other brush pen artists that have these brush pens. And the only thing is, I noticed that a lot of brush pen artists prefer these. I think it's because of the nib, and I wanted to include these in the kind of medium category because the nib is closer to a Kiritake Fudibiori rather than a Tombow. So for instance, let's pick a Tombow black pen. This is the nib of the Tombow, and this is the nib of the Sharpie stained. So you can see the difference. Definitely a medium pen. So let's get started. We're going to just write down the colors first of all. And please don't mind me, I'm just going to experiment with some different styles of lettering here, just for funsies. So this is the yellow. And now these colors are super bright, so it might be difficult to see this on camera. I'm not too sure. It's very, very, very bright. And now we'll just do them in order of the colors here. They're almost fluorescent actually. And you can tell that I'm almost doing an upright style of brush lettering as opposed to my favorite, which is more of a slant. And I guess I can't really say it's my favorite. It's honestly more just the style I tend to go to automatically, and maybe that's because I've been practicing my handwriting in my journal. I don't know. So red is not fluorescent, it's just red. Pink is always one of my favorite colors, and this again is fluorescent. And now on to purple. Now this purple is so pretty. This is one of my favorite purples. So I don't know again if you can tell this on camera, but these pens are so inky, and it is because they are a fabric marker. And honestly, as far as price is concerned, these were $30 from Walmart. So for the fact that you're getting 8 pens, I don't think it's worth it. I haven't actually tried them on like fabric. I just bought them for the brush pen from what I've seen on YouTube from fellow brush pen artists. But they do have a fairly good bounce back. I haven't used them a ton. They're one of my fairly new purchases. But I just like they seem very firm. And they're very similar to, from what I've heard, I don't own the Caron markers yet, but very similar to the Caron markers because they do have a fluid ink inside the barrel. It's hard to see and hard to tell, but that is the colors. So you can see that there is some variation on the upstrokes. They look lighter than the downstrokes, which just means the pen is very inky, of course. And I'm just going to put this all on the same page. I'm just going to do the alphabet, and we'll do it in the same colors that we have, minus the black. So normally I just fast forward this and add music, but I'm just going to talk through it because it's such a quick review because I only have the 8 pens. I really like how these letter actually. And these colors don't really go together at all, do they? The blue is really pretty as well as the purple. I just love that purple color. Okay, so that is it for the colors and the alphabet. And again, the colors don't really go with each other. I think it's the red that I would probably just kick out because the yellow, orange, and pink are fluorescent. They're almost exactly like a fluorescent highlighter, so I don't really like the colors, but I think on a t-shirt that would look awesome and really kind of stand out. I just wanted to show it because I've seen a lot of these markers on YouTube just for practice hand lettering, and for a medium to largish brush pen, I think they're kind of cool, but for a beginner, I wouldn't waste $30 on a pack of 8 markers, especially that they're not even labeled as brush markers to begin with. I haven't honestly tried blending with them, but we can quickly try. So I will go in actually with the red and orange just because they are so different. So I'm going to put some of the red on my Tombow blending palette here and pick it up with the orange. So the only other markers that I know of by Sharpie are the actual brush markers, and those ones are very similar to, or they actually are permanent markers. So they're not water-based. I think these are water-based, but we're gonna try blending with the Tombow blender in a minute here. But the other ones do go through your paper and these ones do not. So I don't know how well this kind of worked because, oh, see, this already seems like it's drying out. It's actually kind of weird. I have hardly used these at all. I think that actually looks a little cool because it's fluorescent with like the dark red underneath, but I wonder what the, ooh, we could always try some different color combos. Like let's try the pink and the yellow. I think that might be kind of cool because they are both fluorescent. So let's see here. Pick it up with the yellow. So it kind of comes out fluorescent orange, doesn't it? And then you can just color off the pen. But I do find, so it does come off the tip really easy. You don't have to worry about staining with this marker, but the pens already kind of seem to be drying out. So I don't know, maybe it's just the way I've stored them because I have stored them horizontally and you need to store them vertically, so that could be why. Now I'm just gonna go in with one of my Tombow colorless blenders here and see how well that works. So I'm actually just going to put down some purple on this blending palette here and just pick it up with this and see what that looks like. Okay, so they must be water-based because with a pen that is not, like for instance, regular Sharpies, you can't blend them. I just picked up some of the normal purple there, or other colors. So yeah, I just feel like they're a little dried out, so I don't know if that's just the way I'm storing them or not, but yeah, I'm not sure if I would recommend these. I just thought I like to have them in my collection personally because I like to see what different brush pens do for the different techniques that I do personally. But that is it on this review. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Leave them in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and please click the bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye now!